Hey there, Geeks and Geekettes. Welcome to my Walking Dead collection. Oh yeah. Grr. Stab, stab, stab. Stab. Stab, stab. Stab. Grr. Gumbo. 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 Nutter. Ooh, squirrel. I haven't actually lost the plot. I just thought that would be a bit of fun. I didn't realise I had the stuff here to actually do a Daryl cosplay. Quite scary that I own a crossbow and a knife that big. Walking Dead, pretty much the only thing going back a couple of years that me and Mrs. Geek both enjoyed. I was in about 6 seasons in before she started watching it. She played catch up, so I watched it from the beginning with her. Sort of go to work, come home, and she'd done the dishes, put the hoover over, and then just binge watched. She was on leave from work at the time, and it's something that we both still watch together, and we've amassed between us quite the collection. So I'm not going to show absolutely everything off individually because I will be here for hours, and that's a lot of editing, and I'm very lazy, despite the fact that I've just dressed up as two characters to sit in a little box room sweating my tits off. But there we go. First thing, Mrs. Geek actually found this in like a bargain bin of a second-hand toy shop, and it's still boxed. I don't think it's ever been opened. No, there's still tape all over the box that has never been cut. So this is factory sealed, brand new, and this is, I believe, a 10-inch. Yeah. 10-inch, 25 centimeters, AMC's The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes deluxe action figure. Now they say deluxe action figure is pretty much a statue because you can only change the two hands out for those poses there. And these are the smaller figures that we do have an absolute ton of. I'm not going to open this and take it out of the box though, because it is, as I said, factory sealed, but you can pretty much see it's quite a detailed figure. It is a good-ish likeness for Rick. It's not perfect. They're screwing with the wrong people. It was actually originally recorded as they're fucking with the wrong people, and in the UK that's how it aired. Or it was when we watched it. So this is McFarlane Toys, as is I think all of the Walking Dead stuff I've got, even the minifigures, and we'll get there. Next up is another McFarlane AMC Walking Dead. McFarlane Toys, Negan. By far my favourite character ever in the Walking Dead. I believe Mrs. Geek ordered this online for me from New. There's the box art there. Comes with a bloody Lucille. He's on a stand. Again, this is an action figure, but there's very sort of minimal articulation in these, I believe, because we never actually opened them. Also, you can get him into a cool pose like so. And this is the only one of these sort of larger figures that I've got. This one I actually want to take out of the box and put it on the stand, but because this is our collection, or my collection, he's staying in. Next up is AMC McFarlane Toys, Lucille. Yeah. So this is the Take It Like a Champ edition. So all of the blood spatter on this is placed exactly where it was in the TV show after he caved, spoiler, Abraham and Glenn's skulls in. Inside the box there's obviously more blood spatter. I can take this out because I've actually gone to three Comic Cons dressed as Negan. Actually drove all the way to Wrexham, which is about 4.5 hours, dressed as Negan with this in the car. Luckily I didn't get pulled, but as you can see, they've apparently, I don't know how true it is, copied every last bit of blood from the original prop and copied it directly onto this. Although there does seem to be a bit of Glenn's skull missing from there. Really cool moment in the show, and the introduction of obviously my favourite character was Negan and Lucille. And Lucille was bought again by Mrs. Geek for me for Christmas a few years ago. I really wanted Lucille. She's got me the replica, or bought me the replica. He's actually dropped in price now, but she bought this for me, and our Christmas morning photographs with the kids on their knees opening presents and me pretending to bash their skulls in with this. Me go onto Facebook, try and find some of those photos, and I'll stick them in the video somewhere if I can. These little blind bag figures that are actually incredibly detailed. Obviously the oversized heads, sort of Funko Pop-esque, but more sort of realism based. They only ever made 3 of these as far as I can tell, and we got all 3. Bought 5 bags, got 3. My stepdaughter had the 2 doubles that we got. The only issue with these, I mean the head sculpts, I do believe the same head sculpts of the figures I'm about to show. Daryl, however, will not hold this crossbow. You sort of have to balance it on him every time I walk in the room. It's on the floor. So then, I can't remember how these figures started. I think I went to a Comic-Con and I bought a Negan figure. And that's all I wanted. Was I was going to just collect Negan action figures. And then we found a store where they were selling these figures. And Mrs. Geek has this unique ability to talk people into selling stuff a lot cheaper than they're priced for. And she basically bought everything the guy had on his stall. So we ended up with Carol in her meat suit. Did they call him a meat suit? But this is from series 8. Carol, she's covered in blood with a crossbow, machine gun. This was, I believe, when she rescued Rick's group from Negan, or Negan's compound. We have a walker, a cell block flu walker. That's the only thing, there's not enough walkers with these figures. The second, he was my favourite villain, the governor. And now he's not because of Negan, who's now not a villain. Or is he? Obviously my favourite villain at the moment is Alpha, well, Beta, stab, who's played by Ryan Hurst. Next up is Dale, obviously with his guts all ripped out. Can I get rid of that glare? That's worse. So yeah, there's Dale with his guts all ripped out, his sniper rifle and his binoculars. One of the coolest characters in this show is Michonne. I think we've got a few Michonnes with her samurai sword, candlestick and squirty cheese from the same Comic-Con but a different stall. This is Geek again, got the price reduced considerably and bought, I nearly dropped that, these 2 limited edition Allies 3-packs. Well, Heroes 3-pack, Allies 3-pack. So in this pack we have Daryl, Rick and Jesus. Now those Rick and Daryl sculpts are probably the better of the facial sculpts. We've also got the 10-inch advertisement for Negan and Daryl on there. Definitely want them. And then the 7-inch, like the other Negan I've got, the bigger Negan, they've got Ezekiel and Daryl in his Saviour's prison uniform. So they come with a host of weaponry, massive empty space of packaging at the bottom there. So more of the 17-inch range there. 17-inch, that'd be massive, 17 centimeters. Some regular size figures, I believe. And obviously, we've got Glenn on the top there. Oh, these are more of the 10-inch figures. In this pack we have Michonne, Rick and Daryl. So we've got a few variations of Rick, Daryl and Michonne, but there's more. Final 4 that we have in our collection so far. Grave Digger Daryl, I very poorly impersonated at the beginning of the video. Comes with a shovel and knife. Negan, this was literally the only figure I wanted. I wanted this and the 10-inch version and basically the 3 different size figures they do. I just wanted to collect all the Negans, and somehow it's turned into this massive collection because I wasn't going to buy these figures. There's Glenn, obviously they show all this stuff on the back. I really want that. I've got a miniature version of it. And finally, with his candlestick, his chocolate pudding, Rick's hat and a torch, is Carl, complete with 2 eyes. Obviously Glenn there has his head in one piece too. So there are actually tons of figures all advertised in the back of these things. I don't think we'll ever be able to complete them, but we're going to get as many as we can when we can afford it, because coronavirus lockdown is really messing with my collecting. Piss off. So I'm going to pick these next sets up and move them because they're so small they'll fall over. But these are builder sets, actually come in little tiny pieces. You don't have to put the figures together. All of these pieces you have to clip on. Wow, that's got dusty. Shit. The figures actually clip onto these little pegs. Sort that out later. So there's the governor in his chair. There's his daughter Penny with a bucket of guts and shit to eat. The pudding was shown in there. She didn't come with this pack because we bought some blind bags. And if I can turn this light off, you can see that those fish tank heads in the background actually light up. And those heads look awesome. Again, gift from Mrs. Geek. I believe this was for Christmas one year. The first one of these I had was this Daryl figure on his bike. Governor was a blind bag figure. That walker came with it. And randomly, late last year, Mrs. Geek bought me Dale's RV, complete with Dale and these 2 walkers. Now the wheels turn, the doors open, there's actually a seat, steering wheel, everything inside there. There's a faithful recreation. Can I get it on camera? Just about. It's a faithful recreation. Now all of these panels, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but yeah, you can see it there. Were all separate, small 2-piece blocks that I had to put together, put the windows in. The wheels were in pieces. And it came with obviously Dale in his chair with his binoculars, space seat. Rick was out with a blind bag that we've added, and that's gone in there. We have a signed Walking Dead script that our stepdaughter picked up for us at a Comic-Con in North Wales. And these are the only figures I've taken out of the packaging because they're based on, that one is based on the video game, the Telltale games. There's Michonne, Alpha, Beta, Jesus, Ezekiel and Rick from the comic books. They were mine. Mrs. Geeks got no interest in the comics, so I opened them up. These black and white variants with blood over them I think are brilliant figures. See, Beta being one of my favourite characters. I was hoping they would do a McFarlane TV series version of Beta and Alpha. Unfortunately, McFarlane has stopped making these size figures for Walking Dead. And just some other little bits, there's a bookmark, Lego Walker, Negan mouse mat. That's a Negan light my stepdaughter bought for me for Christmas. No, it wasn't for Christmas, it was to thank me for taking her to a con. Daryl Dixon sign for Easy Street. If you heard that song, god damn, it's annoying. So there are our lanyards for Walker Stalker, VIP admission. It was in London in the XL. Brilliant event, but there will never be any more because the event runner and owner is a greedy bastard, and he ripped off fans as well as the cast and stars who turned up to the event. So no more, they've cancelled it worldwide because the guy was a prick. Grr. I've got Walking Dead comic books, I've got Walking Dead graphic novels, I've got compendiums. I've only got 3 of the compendiums, and then for some reason I've got graphic novels, which are obviously doubles, and we've got some Funko Pops. This I picked up for Mrs. Geek because she couldn't attend at Comic Con, so I picked her up our first Pop Rider. This is obviously Daryl Dixon on his motorbike. I've got an unboxing video of this, and it's a really cool Funko Pop. You may see a theme here with which is Mrs. Geek's favourite character. Next we have Daryl Dixon in his Saviours or the Sanctuary prison outfit. There's some other figures in the ring on the back there. Clean shaven Negan, which I don't have. King Ezekiel, obviously back's the same there. Obviously they've got the blood spatter on these. Daryl Dixon with rocket launcher. That was a really cool episode if you haven't seen it. And then we have Rosita, Gabriel, Carl, Jesus, Negan, and obviously this Daryl. And then we have I think that's the first season Daryl, judging by the short hair. It's definitely first season. That Rick and the Bicycle Girl Pops are quite rare. I think they're vaulted and are worth quite a bit of money now. Daryl, I don't think is, bizarrely enough, considering he's one of the more popular characters. But we don't have any of these other ones, and we would want them. And finally is Negan. Now there's 2 variations of this. There's a blood spattered Negan. Don't have that. But yeah, there's Negan from the same wave, obviously, as rocket launcher Daryl Dixon. We also have up there a Walking Dead Cryptozoic board game, obviously the comic books. We don't have any of it on Blu-ray or DVD because we can watch them whenever we want through sort of various streaming services. So guys, there is our Walking Dead collection. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Obviously with this shutdown, there's probably going to be more collection videos going up with other stuff that I've got or we've got. And yeah, so like, comment, share, subscribe, leave comments down below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another review or unboxing video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.